Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Saga here for a quick video. Patch 1.0.1 just dropped. They took the servers down for maintenance as I'm recording this video. Let's take a quick look at what they are changing in this patch. People were expecting some PvP changes, but that is not what this patch is all about. This is mostly about the Tamer Pass and doing some bug fixes that they found across other consoles and stuff. So let's take a quick look over it and I'll give you my opinions on that as well as we go through it. The first improvement we have over here is they're carrying out a set of improvements for Tamer Pass experience. Battle against NPC Tamers will now give Tamer Pass experience. This experience has been added to all of your passes retroactively. So doing stuff retroactively is really good. It lets your players know that you care about them and whatever they have done in the past still actually counts as well. So this is a very good thing to do. While weekly challenges and endgame activities unlocked after completing the story campaign will still be the easiest and main form of progressing through the Tamer's Pass, it was a mistake to leave people progressing through the campaign out of it. With this change, completing the campaign and all side quests will give you 10 Tamer Pass levels. This new way of gaining experience will stop being granted at Tamer Pass level 20 and higher, in order to prevent or avoid forcing players to keep resetting their accounts constantly to farm the XP. I mean, it's understandable. For those who do not know the context of this, if you are a new player and you have not completed the story, you were not able to level up your Tamer Pass at all or getting any XP. So they have completely fixed that, which is really good. They are taking some feedback and implementing on it. All forms of gaining Tamer Pass experience now give 70% more experience, including weekly challenges. This experience has been added to all of your passes retroactively too. Again, another very good thing. Basically everyone was complaining that they have to play at least 9 or 10 hours a day, otherwise they're going to miss out on that level 60 mount in the battle pass. So that is really good. They have increased the experience by 70% on both passive stuff and the weekly quest as well. So this is again very positive change. Nice from Crema to implement fast changes as people are giving feedback. That's really nice. While some of the most dedicated players have already reached to level 60 on the pass, we wanted to improve the general feeling of progression on the Tamer Pass for the regular or more casual user. This is very important, because usually the people who are grinding that hard that they're already level 60, they wouldn't really care much about it. But it's usually the people who are working for 8 hours a day and then they come home, they can only play a few hours of Temtem, and they should also be able to at least achieve a kind of completion on Tamer Pass if they play at least 2 or 3 hours a day or something like that. Our goal is that completing the Tamer Pass feels rewarding and is something achievable for majority of users by dedicating some hours during the week. This is actually the way it should be, and I'm really glad that Crema took this approach. It's very good to see that. We'll still be keeping an eye out for progression to see if there are any further changes needed. We are also going to do some backend work, so it's easier in the future to change these values on the fly without needing for a new patch. Again, a really good thing as well. What else do we have? We have fixed an issue on the recently added new Tempedia icons that offer information on OT and COD Temps, Regular and Luma. Some of you might have noticed the icons weren't always accurate or consistent with what you had tamed in the past. It was missing pre-evolutions or anything that wasn't in the box at the time of the update. We have fixed all these and now you should see everything you have tamed since the launch of February, which is when we started keeping a track of this data. Again, really good for people who want to have a perfect Tempedia. That's really good. At least they are working towards it, so you don't have to track it completely. So we have some kind of balance changes as well for economy, I guess. Telemore trade swaps can now be sold for feathers, Telemore hack trade swap for 30 and hotfix trade swap for 100 feathers. I think personally you should also be able to buy the trade swaps, because that's the most requested feature that people are asking for right now. Not being able to buy trade swap hotfixes is something that people are really complaining about. Charges double if you want, but at least let us buy it, because right now you're forcing people to do layers of fishing just to get them. Even if they don't want to do that, you're literally asking them to do it, otherwise there's no way of getting it. I've personally been hunting for 4 months now whenever I do Volgon or Tyrannac just to get a hotfix trade swap, but I can't get it as well. So that's one thing I would request. If Crema is watching this video, please add it to the shop for feathers. Charges double if you want, but let us have that option as well so that we can get our trade swaps if we need. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Ever shifting tower now gives 50% more feathers. After reviewing our analytics, the feathers one could obtain by ever shifting towers were low compared to the amount of time invested, so they are boosting it by 50%. Okay, that makes sense, but the problem with the ever shifting tower is that if I'm not wrong, it used to give you 120 feathers as a reward, or was it 220? I can't remember. And it will give you 50% more, so that's, I would assume, 180, or in case of 220 then it's 330. But still, is it worth it? I mean, I personally am not a believer in ever shifting tower. I didn't even make a video on it yet, because personally I did only one run of ever shifting tower, so I don't have a personal, a right to shit talk on it or even give opinions on it, because I didn't really do that activity that much. I only did it once or twice and I left it because I felt like it was too much time consuming for the reward that it gives. I didn't even get the reward, that's another thing. But I might give it another shot and give it a fair chance, see how it goes, and if it is doable then I might even make a video on it. The grid arena will receive a similar increase in feathers in the next patch. Okay, so that's something we are looking at in the next patch. Temp Safari now gives less feathers. Since this is a formula and not a fixed number, we can't give you an exact percentage. Opposingly to the ever shifting tower, analytics showed that the feather gain was high for the time in investment, and it was over the rest of activities, far from where we wanted it to be. So this is kind of sad for me, because I was like almost 99% done with a video for Temp Safari, which was focused on fast safari runs, like 70 feathers every 20 minutes kind of a video. It was almost done, but it looks like I have to go through that again and do the runs again and see how much we are getting this time again after the change, and then we have to take a look at how it looks like. So I think that's all for the changes. Let me go back up again. So I think the most important part was the Tamer Pass XP. I personally was on level 10 or 11, I think, on Tamer Pass, and I'm going to boot up the game right now as it just went live. So let's go jump into the game and get a first impression of how much did my battle pass level up with all the retroactive experience coming in. I think since it is capping at level 20, I should already be level 20 itself, because it says that if you have completed the story you should get 10 Tamer Pass levels, right? So since I was at 14 and I've completed the story, I should be at 20 because it caps at 20. But let's go jump into the game and take a look at the new XP in the weekly tab and how my battle pass looks like. Okay, so here we are in the game. I just booted up and I am in the shrine again still, because I was just recording the leveling video that I just uploaded earlier. So let's go into the store first of all. Let's check if we have something good here, and no, we don't have anything really good, to be honest. I think it's just fine as we are. Let's check out the Tamer Pass now. How does it look like? Oh, I'm at level 41. Wait, what? So I am assuming that the level 20 cap is only for the story XP, but whatever weekly missions I did, looks like it completely skipped me all the way up to 41, which is really good. So I guess I have a lot more to claim than what I was thinking about, so that's really good for me. I don't even know how to react. I mean, that is really good. Okay, I didn't expect that. I was just expecting level 20, but 41 is just cherry on the top. So it looks like everything that I basically did so far related to weekly quests or anything is clearly, calculated as well. So let's take a look. What do we have? All the weekly missions are expanded as well. 4,400 for the highest one as I see right now, which was previously I think 2,000 or something. So that is still good. Let me do a quick encounter over here to just take a look at how much per encounter did we get an increase of. I was getting 7 per kill before, so let's take a quick look at the encounter. So we have a double encounter. I mean, single or double doesn't matter, it just counts one. So that's that. Let me do a quick matter teleport, bring the scunch in. Let's see. So here we go. How much is it gonna be? Let's see. 12 XP, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that does make sense. I mean, that is a good amount still, right? If you're getting 12 XP per encounter, which means that is 3600 per radar you do, because a radar is 300 encounters, right? So every radar you do now is going to give you one battle pass level, which is quite okay and quite good actually, to be honest with you. So I guess from me, this is like a 8 out of 10 patch. Definitely they took all the feedback that we were giving them. They retroactively applied everything so that nobody will be pissed as well. And I think this is a really good step in the correct direction by Crema. So give appreciation where it is needed to be, right? So big kudos to Crema. Thanks for this patch. Very appreciated. Next thing, if they are looking at this video, please trade swap in the feather shop. Would be much appreciated. And I'm not saying this by myself only. There are hundreds of people that want that. Please take a look into that. If possible, charges double. I think we don't care. We would still go for it, because that is really an item that we don't want to be RNG based. We want to use our Lumas that we get, and it is restricting very heavily on the community. But that would be the video, guys. If you guys like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the notification button so that you are notified of all the new future uploads, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care and stay safe.